Hey, it's Nathan with OptionsForAll.com. In this video, I'm going to do some live options trading. I don't have to go to work today, so I'm able to shoot a video with my live trade. So pretty exciting stuff. Now, I did shoot a video over the weekend on my weekly results from last week that kind of feeds into what I'm going to do here, because at the end of that video, I kind of say what I'm going to do this week coming up. So what I'm going to do today or throughout the rest of this week. So if you haven't watched this, maybe check this video out if you're interested in what I wind up doing during the week. So, and link in the description down below. So here we are. I am in my Robinhood account. I'm going to switch over to Robinhood Legend for some of the trading that we're going to be doing. So if you're interested in Robinhood Legend, then this might be interesting to you. But I'm going to be doing some Iron Condor stuff, some covered call stuff, and I might be rolling out a cash secured put. So we'll see how things are looking and make some decisions along the way. All right, so first things first, I am going to open up my Iron Condor trade. So we'll just go ahead and do that. I'm going to use Robinhood Legend for this particular trade. So recently I've been doing an Iron Condor trade once a week. Just on Monday, I opened up a new Iron Condor trade on SPY about 40 days out. And I'm basically trying to make about $400 or $500 a week doing this trade. So that's kind of my goal on the Iron Condor trades. So you can see that I have, one expiring on January 2nd. We'll check out in a few minutes. Got January 16th, January 23rd, January 30th, and now we're out to about February 6th for 39 days, 40 days. And so I'm going to be looking at opening up an Iron Condor right here. All right, so we're going to open this up, and I'm going to go to the current price. All right, and I'll open up the call side first, and I usually look at the 0.2 delta. So we'll go to the 0.2 delta. Here we are. We got 710 0.2 delta call side. Let's add 0.2, and then there's one at 0.19. I'm going to go with the 710. We'll just go ahead, sell that particular leg right there. That's particular option at the 710, and then we'll buy a $5 strike spread, 205 right here for I can't talk right now. The 715 strike price, and it's about 208 to buy that particular option. So we have our SPY call credit spread right here, and then we need to do the put side. So let me go to the put side, and we'll just go to the 0.2 delta. There we go. We got it at 660 right here, and then we got a 655 that we're going to go ahead and buy right there. And there we go. So I have my SPY short Iron Condor right here. I want to do, we can see that my estimated credit is $159.92. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 of these so I get to my $400-ish goal that I'm aiming for. And I got my limit price right here. I'm going to go ahead and set it for 158. So that way hopefully it executes, and we'll go ahead and submit this particular order. And okay, so that order is submitted. So our short Iron Condor about 40 days out on SPY is going, and we'll see if it fills. And if not, we'll go ahead and change up our order. All right, we'll come back to that in a minute. All right, so that's good. And we can see it right here too. So that's kind of nice. I also wanted to go ahead and open up my covered calls. So I try and sell covered calls on my IBIT position. I try and do weekly covered calls on it, and so that's what I'm going to do right now. Now, one thing about IBIT, let me go to IBIT real quick. Now, IBIT is the Bitcoin or BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. We started, with like a drop right here. So usually I don't like opening too much covered calls like right after a drop, because the likelihood of it bouncing is greater than like if it just jumped up, and then the likelihood of it jumping up again is slightly smaller. But anyway, so we just had a dip. So that's what we're kind of working with right here. Now, I have already done, research on these positions, so I'm kind of moving fast and I'm not really analyzing the charts, but I've looked at that stuff already and have already made these decisions. And my Iron Condor position just filled right there. You can see it filled. So that's good. All right, back to the IBIT position. So I have about 3,500 shares of IBIT, plus I have 3 leaps calls on IBIT, so I have about 3,800 shares that I can do covered calls on, so 38 covered calls. I don't usually want to put all my eggs in one basket for that week, so usually I do like 19 covered calls a week, but since Bitcoin and IBIT just dropped, I'm not going to do all 18 today. I might open up some more tomorrow or maybe later today. We'll see what the market does, but I'm going to do 9 right now. So I'm just going to use regular Robinhood right now and do this trade. So let me go into IBIT real quick, and I'm going to trade IBIT options here, and I'm going to be selling and a call option expiring December, we want January 2nd. And that's another point. This week's a little funky because we got New Year's, so it's like a 3-day week or a 4-day week instead of a 5-day week. So stuff is a little funkier this week. All right, so covered call, I'm looking at my 0.2 delta 5150, and let's look right here. We're at 49.68, so that seems fine. You know, we got about an 83.41% chance of profit right here, or basically an 80 or a 20% chance that it winds up in the money, and we want it out of the money. So basically, this is saying there's an 80% chance that this strike price, will be out of the money at expiration, and you can compare that to the chance of profit. All right, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and add that to my order, and we'll go ahead and continue. And contracts, we're going to do 9. And so let's check the bid ask 23. We'll try and squeeze out an extra, $9 or so. And we'll go ahead and preview the order. And all right, so we're waiting for that to fill. All right, 0 out of 9. And nope, it just filled. There we go. So we sold 9 covered calls right there. So that is done now. Okay, great. All right, now let's look at some positions that I have opened up right here. So I have this SPY SPY Iron Condor that closes on this Friday, January 2nd. And the strike of my short call is kind of being threatened. I got a 695 short call right here, and the price at SPY is at 687. So I'm about, what, $8, $6, or $7 off of that. And looking at my position, my total return right here is $360. I'm about 76% up in this particular position. So I could wait and try and squeeze out some more dollars out of this position. But also there's a chance that SPY kind of bumps back up, and we're missing a day this week. We're missing the 1st right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put in an order. We'll see if it fills. But we'll go ahead and put in our 3 contracts, and I'm going to put in a low price right there to go ahead and close this position out and review our order. Now, it might not fill. If it doesn't fill, no problem. I'll just check back tomorrow, or I'll keep an eye on SPY, and if it starts coming up to, 692 or so, then I might just go ahead and close it out where it is. Anyway, we'll go ahead and hit submit, and maybe we can close this position out and be done with it and not have to worry about it during the new year and all that type of stuff. Alright, so that was my Iron Condor position that I have open that we're watching. I got another Iron Condor with a 710, so we're pretty far away from 710. Plus, this one doesn't expire until January 16th, so I got 2 weeks or so on this particular position, but it's already at 68% up, so that's pretty good returns, but I'm going to let it ride because I'm like smack dab in the middle of my 2 wings right here. So we're going to let that one ride. And let's come back over here. The last thing I want to go ahead and look at is my cash secured put right here. I got a IBIT $56 cash secured put, and it's part of one that I've been rolling quite a few times. And if you watch this video back here, I talk about it more. But we can see that this position has been rolled 3 times so far, and my roll chain is sitting at negative $4,630. So I want to convert this rolling into a positive amount, and I'm a firm believer that Bitcoin or IBIT is going to bounce back up. So I'm going to continue rolling this position and keeping it alive. And so let's come back over here. Let's look at, I'm going to load it up in Robinhood Legend actually, and we'll come over to IBIT now, and we'll take a look at this position in Robinhood Legend. So here we are, we got it 25 days out, and it's a $56 strike price, and I'm checking my extrinsic value. The value is still looking okay. It's at 0.2 or 26 cents. I wanted to keep it for, till about less than 20 cents or so. Then it starts running the risk, or too great of a risk, of being early assigned. So I'm debating whether I should roll this or not. Let me go ahead and look at what's available right now, if it's worth rolling. So I'm going to just pretend to buy this back. So we'll buy back this short position and see what we could potentially roll to. So we probably got to go out a good ways. Let's go out to March and look at our $56 strike price. So I could roll to back to $56 for $7.70, and I could go ahead and receive about $1,250 to roll that out. And that also gives me another 60 days or so for IBIT or Bitcoin to bounce back up. So that might be worth doing. The extrinsic value is at $1.48, so it definitely lowers my risk of being early assigned. And I could roll down to 55 and still earn a credit, smaller credit, $470, but I'm also reducing my risk by, $1 times 10 contracts times 100 shares, so by $1,000, reducing my risk there. So that might be worth doing. Plus, now, I only need IBIT to go up past the $55 mark versus the $56 mark, so not a big difference, but any little bit helps. So that's something to consider. Let me go to the next time period as well. Let's see what we got. So we got May, so that's another 2 months on top of it, 137 days out. That's pretty far roll, but I just want to see what is available. So at 56, we could go ahead and add that to our order real quick, and I could roll that for about $2,500 credit. I could also, let's see, I could lower by $2 here. Looks like I could lower my strike price by $2 from 56 to 54, so reducing my risk by about $2,000. Also receive a credit of $1,119. But at the same time, I'm adding 100 and some days to this particular position, so that's kind of far out there, and I don't know if I want to roll that far. But looking at everything right now, I think I'm just going to let it sit there for a little bit. I still have some extrinsic value. I'm at like 28 cents right here, so I'm not super concerned about it at this moment in time. But if IBIT starts dropping some more, I might go ahead and take action, and I kind of know how far out I need to go in order to reduce the risk of this particular position. But yeah, not gonna roll in this video. Sorry, I thought I might, but I don't think it's worth rolling at this point in time. I think I got some time to make a decision, and it's not worth jumping up and taking action at this moment in time. Let me look at SPY real quick. It's still down a little bit today, so hopefully that one position fills and I can close out of that iron condor today, or at least hopefully SPY stays under 695 until Friday, so that way I can receive my entire credit from this iron condor. And so that's it for this video. Again, if you're interested in some of the research I did before going in and doing these trades, check out this video, link in the description down below. And that's it. I hope you have a great week and a great New Year's, and I'll see you later.